You're paying $7 for 3 bell peppers, $5 for a handful of jalapeños, $10 for a tiny package of specialty peppers that go bad in 4 days. And you're doing it every single week, watching hundreds of dollars disappear while your kitchen window sits empty, doing nothing. But what if I told you that one pepper plant in a 5-gallon pot on your countertop can produce 50 to 100 peppers per year? What if I told you that indoor peppers produce year-round, never stop fruiting, and taste 10 times better than anything you'll buy at a store? What if I told you the setup costs less than $30 and takes 20 minutes? I'm about to show you the exact system I use to grow bell peppers, hot peppers, and specialty peppers indoors, 365 days a year with zero outdoor space. The light setup that makes this possible, the container size that maximizes yield, the pollination trick that guarantees fruit, and the feeding schedule that keeps plants producing for years. Welcome to the Green Vines, where we grow food independence indoors. Hit subscribe because your last trip to the produce section starts right now. Part 1. Why indoor peppers outperform outdoor. Let's start with why indoor peppers are superior to outdoor. Most people think peppers need a garden, full sun, and warm weather. Wrong. Peppers are perennials in their native tropical environment. They live for years, producing continuously. Outdoor gardeners treat them as annuals because frost kills them. But indoors, there's no frost, no seasons, no limits. Indoor peppers produce year-round. One plant gives you fresh peppers in January, March, July, October, continuously. Outdoor peppers give you one harvest window, then they're done. Indoor peppers avoid pests. No aphids, hornworms, or beetles. No fungal diseases from rain. No blossom end rot from inconsistent watering. You control everything. Indoor peppers taste better. You pick them vine ripe at peak flavor. Store-bought peppers are picked green, gassed with ethylene to change color, and shipped thousands of miles. They taste like crunchy water. Homegrown peppers, especially hot varieties, develop full heat and complex flavor only when vine ripened. Here's the kicker. Indoor peppers live longer. I have a habanero plant that's 4 years old and still producing. It's given me over 500 peppers. That's $1,500 worth of organic habaneros from a $5 seedling. So if indoor peppers are better, why doesn't everyone grow them? Because most people don't know the system. They try windowsill growing with insufficient light, wonder why plants don't flower, and give up. Or they overpay for fancy setups they don't need. I'm about to give you the no-nonsense system that actually works. Let's break it down step by step. Part 2. Choosing the right pepper varieties. Not all peppers grow well indoors. Some varieties are too large, grow too slowly, or need intense light. Here are the best. For bell peppers, choose compact varieties. California Wonder and YOLO Wonder stay manageable. Many bell peppers like Lunchbox or Sweet Bite are even better. They're smaller, faster, and produce more fruit per plant. For hot peppers, almost anything works, but smaller varieties excel. Thai chili, Tabasco, and Pequin peppers are compact and prolific. Jalapeños and Serranos grow well indoors. Habaneros and ghost peppers work, but take longer to fruit. For specialty peppers, try Shishito, Padron, or Jimmy Nardello. These are sweet, productive, and perfect for indoor growing. They fruit quickly and produce heavily. Avoid giant varieties. Bell pepper types that grow 4 feet tall and produce massive fruits struggle indoors. Stick to compact, fast-producing varieties. Here's a pro tip. Ornamental peppers like Black Pearl or Bolivian Rainbow are bred for indoor growing. They're compact, colorful, and edible peppers. They're perfect if you want function and beauty. Start from seed or buy seedlings. Seeds take 8 to 12 weeks to reach transplant size. Seedlings from a nursery give you a 2-month head start. Either works. I'll cover both. Part 3. The light setup that changes everything. This is the make-or-break factor. Peppers need strong light to flower and fruit. A windowsill won't cut it, even south-facing. You need grow lights. Don't panic. Grow lights are cheap and easy now. LED full-spectrum grow lights cost $20 to $40 and last for years. You need lights that provide at least 2,000 to 3,000 lumens per square foot. Most pepper-specific setups use 30 to 50-watt LEDs positioned 6 to 12 inches above the plant. Here's the exact setup I use. A clip-on LED grow light with a ghost neck arm, $25 on Amazon. It clamps to a shelf, table, or counter. The flexible arm positions the light exactly where you need it. One light handles 1 to 2 pepper plants. If you're growing multiple plants, use a light bar or panel. A 2-foot LED light bar costs $30 to $50 and covers 4 plants. Hang it from a shelf or mount it under a cabinet. Light duration matters. Peppers need 12 to 16 hours of light daily. I run mine 14 hours. Use a timer. $7. Set it and forget it. Lights on at 7 a.m., off at 9 p.m. Consistency is critical. Light spectrum matters less than people think. Full spectrum LEDs work, so do daylight CFLs. Red and blue spectrum LEDs are marketed for plants, but peppers aren't picky. As long as the light is bright and runs 12+ hours, peppers will flower. Here's what happens without enough light. Plants grow tall and leggy, stretching towards the light source. They produce leaves, but no flowers. No flowers means no peppers. Light intensity triggers flowering. Invest in proper lighting and everything else falls into place. Part 4. Containers, soil, and planting. Container size determines plant size and yield. Bigger containers mean bigger plants and more peppers. For small hot peppers, use a 3-gallon container minimum. 5-gallon is better. For bell peppers, use 5-gallon containers. Anything smaller restricts root growth and limits production. Material doesn't matter much. Plastic pots are lightweight and retain moisture. Fabric pots provide better drainage and air circulation. Both work. Make sure there are drainage holes. Peppers hate sitting in water. Root rot kills peppers fast. Soil is critical. Don't use garden soil. It compacts in containers and drowns roots. Use high-quality potting mix. I add 20% perlite for extra drainage and 10% worm castings for slow-release nutrients. Here's my soil recipe. 70% potting mix, 20% perlite, 10% worm castings. Mix thoroughly. This drains well, holds moisture, and feeds plants without burning them. Planting is simple. Fill the container 3/4 full with soil. Remove the seedling from its nursery pot. Place it in the center of the new container. The top of the root ball should sit 1 inch below the container rim. Fill around the sides with soil. Press gently to eliminate air pockets. Water thoroughly until water drains from the bottom. Never let pots sit in standing water. Root rot kills peppers fast. If starting from seed, plant directly in the final container or start in smaller pots and transplant. Peppers don't like transplant shock, so be gentle. Handle by the root ball, not the stem. Support is usually not necessary for compact varieties, but tall plants benefit from a small stake. Use a bamboo stake and soft ties. Don't let heavy fruit pull down branches. And before we move on, make sure you subscribe to the Green Vines, the only place where we grow food independence indoors. Part 5. Watering and feeding for maximum production. Watering indoor peppers is easier than outdoor. No rain, no unpredictable weather. You control everything. The rule: water when the top inch of soil feels dry. Stick your finger in. Dry, water. Still moist, wait. Peppers like consistent moisture but hate soggy roots. How much to water? Pour slowly until water drains from the bottom. Let it drain completely. Never let pots sit in standing water. Root rot kills peppers fast. Frequency depends on pot size, plant size, and temperature. Small pots in warm rooms dry out faster. In summer, you might water every 2 days. In winter, once a week. Check daily until you learn your plant's rhythm. Underwatering shows as wilting leaves. If caught early, plants recover within hours of watering. Chronic underwatering stunts growth and reduces yield. Overwatering shows as yellowing leaves, especially lower leaves. Roots suffocate and fungal issues develop. If you've overwatered, let soil dry completely before watering again. Feeding is essential. Potting soil nutrients deplete fast. Peppers are heavy feeders, especially when fruiting. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer for the first month, something like 10-10-10 NPK. This supports leaf and root growth. Dilute to half strength and feed every 2 weeks. Once flowering starts, switch to a bloom fertilizer, higher phosphorus like 5-10-10. This promotes flowers and fruit. Feed weekly at half strength. I use fish emulsion during the growth phase and a bloom booster once flowers appear. Organic and effective. Here's a pro feeding trick. Calcium prevents blossom end rot, a common pepper problem. Add a calcium supplement or crush eggshells into the soil. This ensures strong cell walls in developing fruit. If you want to see more hacks like this, hype this video so we can reach more gardeners. Part 6. Pollination, the missing step most people skip. Outdoor peppers get pollinated by wind and insects. Indoor peppers have neither. You have to do it manually. Skip this, and flowers drop without setting fruit. Peppers are self-pollinating, meaning each flower has male and female parts. You just need to transfer pollen within the flower. Method 1. The shake method. When flowers are fully open, gently shake the plant. Tap the stem or flick the flowers lightly. This dislodges pollen and distributes it within the flower. Do this daily when flowers are present. Method 2. The swab method. Use a small paintbrush or cotton swab. Gently brush the inside of each flower, touching the center stamen. Move from flower to flower. This transfers pollen effectively. Method 3. The electric toothbrush method. Sounds weird, but works. Hold a vibrating electric toothbrush against the stem near the flowers. The vibration mimics wind and releases pollen. Do this for 5 seconds per flower cluster. I use the shake method daily. Takes 10 seconds. Flowers that successfully pollinate will develop tiny peppers within days. Unpollinated flowers turn yellow and drop off. Here's a tip. Humidity affects pollination. Too dry and pollen doesn't stick. Too humid and pollen clumps. Aim for 40 to 60% humidity. If your home is dry, mist plants lightly in the morning. If too humid, improve air circulation with a small fan. Part 7. Temperature, humidity, and air circulation. Peppers are tropical. They love warmth. Ideal temperature is 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, 60 to 70 at night. Most homes fall within this range naturally. Too cold, below 55 degrees, and growth slows. Flowering stops. Fruit development halts. Keep peppers away from cold windows in winter and drafty doors. Too hot, above 90 degrees, and flowers drop. Pollen becomes sterile. This rarely happens indoors unless you're growing near a heat source. Humidity matters but isn't critical. Peppers tolerate low humidity better than tomatoes. If your home is very dry, below 30%, mist plants occasionally or place a shallow tray of water near them. Evaporating water raises local humidity. Air circulation prevents fungal problems and strengthens stems. A small oscillating fan on low speed, running a few hours daily, is perfect. Don't aim it directly at plants. Gentle air movement is the goal. Stagnant air invites pests and disease. Even indoors, spider mites and aphids can appear. Good airflow reduces risk dramatically. Part 8. Pruning, maintenance, and long-term care. Peppers don't require heavy pruning, but strategic pruning increases yield. When plants are young, pinch off the first few flowers. This seems counterintuitive, but it works. Removing early flowers forces the plant to grow larger and bushier before fruiting. A bigger plant produces more peppers long-term. Once the plant is established, let it flower and fruit freely. Remove any yellowing or dead leaves at the base. This improves airflow and prevents disease. If a plant becomes too tall or leggy, prune the top. This encourages branching. More branches mean more flowering sites and more peppers. Watch for suckers, small shoots growing from the base or leaf joints. Remove them. They drain energy without contributing much to production. Harvesting technique matters. Use scissors or pruners to cut peppers off. Pulling them can damage branches. Harvest regularly. Leaving ripe peppers on the plant signals it to stop producing. Constant harvesting encourages continuous fruiting. Peppers change color as they ripen. Green bell peppers turn red, yellow, or orange if left on the plant. Hot peppers develop full heat only when fully ripe. Harvest based on your preference. Green peppers are milder, fully ripe peppers are sweeter and hotter. Long-term care is minimal. Refresh the top 2 inches of soil annually with fresh compost. Repot every 2 to 3 years if the plant becomes root-bound. Prune back hard in late winter to rejuvenate old plants. I've kept pepper plants alive and productive for over 4 years this way. Part 9. Troubleshooting common problems. Yellow leaves? Check watering. Too much or too little both cause yellowing. Adjust accordingly. Flowers dropping without fruit? Pollination issue or temperature stress. Hand pollinate daily and ensure temps stay between 60 and 85 degrees. Slow growth? Insufficient light. Move lights closer, increase duration, or upgrade to stronger lights. No flowers? Not enough light or too much nitrogen. Reduce nitrogen fertilizer and increase light intensity. Pests indoors are rare but possible. Aphids, spider mites, and whiteflies occasionally appear. Spray with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Wipe leaves with a damp cloth to remove pests manually. Leaf curl, often caused by inconsistent watering or rapid temperature changes. Maintain stable conditions. Blossom end rot, black spots on the bottom fruit, calcium deficiency or inconsistent watering. Add calcium and water more evenly. Most problems are fixable. Indoor growing gives you control. Use it. There it is, the complete system for growing peppers indoors, year-round with massive yields. The right varieties, the light setup that works, the container size that maximizes production, the pollination technique that guarantees fruit, the feeding schedule that keeps plants thriving for years. You don't need a greenhouse, a backyard, or even a sunny window. You need a grow light, a 5-gallon pot, good soil, and 15 minutes a week. That's it. In 60 to 90 days, you'll be harvesting fresh peppers. In 6 months, you'll have more than you can eat. In a year, you'll never buy peppers again. Start today. Buy a seedling and a grow light this weekend. Plant it, turn the light on, watch what happens. In 3 months, come back and tell me how many peppers you've harvested. Which pepper are you growing first? Bell? Jalapeño? Habanero? Drop a comment. Already growing peppers indoors? Share your setup and yields. Hit subscribe for more indoor growing systems that actually work. Thanks for watching The Green Vines. Your year-round pepper supply starts now.